their #1 pitcher for the last 4 years. Curtis Granderson, the left-handed batting center fielder for the Detroit Tigers, will step in. The outfield playing straight away as Felix Hernandez gets set to go to work, waiting for Granderson to step up there from the left-hand side. Tigers had yesterday off and flew into town and got in about 7 o'clock last night. A lot of them saw the game last night for the Angels. And the fastball is a strike to Curtis Granderson. The man calling balls and strikes, Mike DeMuro. Dale Scott at first base, Jerry Meals at second, and Ron Kulpa is around at third. Granderson takes on the inside corner. 0-2. 59 degrees at game time. Well, we're hoping the weatherman missed this one because we heard it might get as low as 39 degrees tonight. But it's nice. 59 at game time. A little pop-up into shallow left field, and Muni going out calling, and he's there to make the catch. Betancourt, right hand in the air all the way from the time he saw the bat touch the ball. So one down, and Placido Polanco with a 7-game hitting streak and maybe the most underrated second baseman in the league. He makes all the plays. He is an outstanding hitter and a big part of the Detroit Tiger attack. And he swings and can't find that pitch. 0-1.
He's really a perfect #2 hitter because he can inside out a ball to the right side anytime. Really takes advantage of the hole, and Granderson is on base.
And that slider. Felix is firing Caves. 0-2. Nice night for a pitcher to work. Wind at only 1 mile an hour. And he tries to come in on Polanco that time. Jimmy Leyland, the venerable 64-year-old skipper of the Detroit Tigers, one of the more respected managers. There he is in the game of baseball, and certainly Don Wakamatsu is one of his biggest fans, and talking to Wak before the ball game. And that slider's down low inside. And I said, well, what impresses you about Jim Leyland? He said, well, he said he's from the old school. He said he's a great communicator, a great teacher. And he said, you know what? I really like the fact that he still wears spikes. A swing and a miss and a high fastball. So 2 down.
Take a look at this last fastball by Felix. Up in the zone, going to be tough for any hitter to catch up to 95, 96 miles an hour up there.
That was 96 miles an hour. And here's Maglio Ordonez. That's a bit high. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Tigers started out 0-7 last year. Finished May 10-17. And they were left in the dust. Although they, at the end, got a little spurt, they could never catch up. 1 ball, 1 strike on Maglio Ordonez, the count. And that's foul back. The Tigers, a couple of weeks ago, decided to eat Gary Sheffield's $14 million and cut him loose. And Sheffield, of course, signed by the New York Mets. And tonight, Gary Sheffield hit his 500th home run of his career. That's foul. Oh, what a catch down there. Good try. Nice try, my dear. Knocked her glove off.
Full extension right at the top of the webbing of the glove.
Ah, nice try.
Just couldn't quite hang on to it. Saved a couple of fans, though.
And a weak wave and a miss by that breaking ball. And what a curveball by Felix Hernandez. What a start by Felix Hernandez. And a 1-2-3 story for Detroit. Mariners coming up. Ichiro bobblehead night. He'll step up to the plate to lead it off against Justin Verlander. Let's look at the rest of the lineup.
And leading off for the Mariners tonight, it's Ichiro Chavez hitting second. Griffey back in the lineup. The DH hitting third. Beltre, Branyan, Lopez, Johnson, Betancourt, and Gutierrez back in the lineup. Had last night off. He'll be hitting ninth. Take a look at the numbers from Verlander in his last start. Pretty good. Won 5 innings, just 1 earned run. And the defense behind him, Guillen, Granderson, and Ordonez in the outfield. And Santiago, Polanco, and Cabrera over at first. Laird is behind the plate.
Gerald Laird picked up from the Texas Rangers, a new receiver. And a 1-0 to Ichiro. He was looking to put one on the board in a hurry. Usually he doesn't swing that hard leading off a ball game. But he thought he had a cookie there and just missed it in the count. A ball and a strike on Ichiro. High and away. Former #1 draft choice of the Tigers. #2 in the country back in 04 out of Old Dominion. An easy pop-up for Ramon Santiago to give way to the left fielder, and the ex-Mariner Carlos Guillen makes a catch. Guillen has been all over the place for the Tigers the last couple of years. Of course, shortstop, first base, third base, and now out in left field. And Andy Chavez off to a great start with a 10-game hitting streak for the Mariners. Hitting .415. That's a strike. 95 miles an hour. Another one, 95 miles an hour. Last year, they wanted him to back off of throwing 95, 96, 97 miles an hour. Thought he would have better control by throwing 92, 93. And then when he wanted to go get it later in the year, it wasn't there.
Yeah, you have to build up your arm strength, and you have to be able to push the limits. I don't really understand. Not he could throw at 96. Why not have him do it? He has walked a few batters so far early in the season this year, but when you're throwing that hard, you can strike some people out and get yourself out of some trouble.
Wide at first. The play by Miguel Cabrera to underhand to Verlander. 2 down. Well, you think of Ken Griffey Jr. and the Detroit Tigers, and you think of Ken Griffey Jr. against the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium, not Comerica Park. When he was playing for the Mariners, he made some of his greatest catches at Tiger Stadium. Fastball to him, right at the knees, 97 miles an hour.
He certainly picked it up a notch against Junior. His fastball was 94, 95, 97, and 98 miles an hour on those first 2 fastballs to Kenny.
And the shift on for Junior. Shortstop Santiago not quite on the other side of second base. That shift, it shows me that one of 2 things. They still think that Junior's got the bat speed, or they're going to pitch inside to him. Tries to hold up, and he couldn't do it, I don't think. No. Third base umpire Ron Kulpa rings him up. So here in the first, 3 up and 3 down. We move to the second, just as we figured. Pitching, pitching, pitching tonight. No score. as Miguel Cabrera, last year's leader in home runs, with 37, sends a fly ball to deep right field, and Ichiro looks off the wall, plays the carom perfectly off the wall, and holds Cabrera to a long single. Good job by Ichiro out there.
Really good play by Ichiro, and Cabrera coming into the game hitting .486. He's not missing too many pitches. A first pitch fastball, and he hits it hard right off the top of the wall. You can see well located on the outside corner.
Missed a home run by 8 inches. Almost got that yellow line up there. So here is Carlos Guillen. Off to a slow start with the bat, hitting 167. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. As if the Angels didn't have enough bad news, they got some terrible news today. As Vladimir Guerrero is suffering from a torn pectoral muscle. And a slow tapper, wide of third, picked off there by Beltran. He bobbles and can't throw. That will be an infield hit for Carlos Guillen. And the Tigers have 2 on.
I think this would have been a pretty close play anyways. Perfectly placed, basically a swinging bunt. He gets it past the mound, and Adrian can see how far across the infield he had to come. Drop it on the transfer. Would have been a close play.
Marcus Thames up there, maybe to bunt. But Vladimir Guerrero with that torn pectoral muscle is out at least a month. He's going to be reevaluated in a month.
With all the health issues they've already had, that one really hurts. 3 of their starters out.
Marcus Thames takes down low. Jim Leyland, 2 years removed from the World Series. Broken bat, look out.
Well, Felix gets way in on his hands. Barrel of the bat ended up way out by shortstop.
So ball and a strike to count on Thames. Good foul ball.
Felix staying inside with a good 2-seam fastball, trying to run it in on his hands. Maybe get a ground ball, double play, help him out.
I think Jim Leyland's pretty much a big inning guy.
I think so too.
At least early in the going. And a swing and a foul. Bob Johnson can't hang on to it. Remember the last time these 2 teams played here? In July of last year? Jamie Burke was a losing pitcher in a 15-inning ball game.
I do remember that.
2-1. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout for Felix Hernandez. Here's Jamie Burke on the mound last July against the Detroit Tigers. The Mariners were out of pitches. And that ball's laced to center field, a wild pitch. But he calls it, and another ball is belted to left field, and another one that's grounded to first base. There's some funny sounds of that ball coming off the bat there. But he thought that was one of the thrills of his life. He gave up a sacrifice fly, and a 2-1 game went to the Detroit Tigers. Gerald Laird, I've always liked this kid as a catcher with the Texas Rangers. He's got good speed for a catcher, will steal you a base. A dangerous hitter. Goes from gap to gap. And that's way high and inside and hitting.
Looked like he hit him with a breaking ball. Take a look at it, see if this breaking ball gets away from Felix. Yeah, you can see it spinning. Just hangs inside, doesn't really break. Just is up there spinning around. Backup slider probably. And just grazes his shoulder. He'll be all right.
Brandon Inge, who's played a little bit of everywhere for the Tigers the last several years, is back at probably his most effective position, that at third base. And here he is with the bases loaded now, hitting .267. And one to count. The Tigers have been decked with the bases loaded this year. They're 500, 7 for 14 with the bases loaded. Strike two. Around the horn, Miguel Cabrera at third. Carlos Guillen down at second base, and Gerald Laird over at first. 2 strikes on Brandon Inge.
Morning, weren't they?
Yeah. And they're leading Minnesota 6-3 in the 7th inning. In the dirt, and a great stop by Rob Johnson to backhand that ball and save a run. Good play by Rob. So after getting 2 quick strikes, he's got to throw a strike now or give up a run. Rick Adair, the Mariners pitching coach, with a counter down there in the pitch. Swing and a ground ball, one hopper toward the hole, off the glove of Betancourt. Cabrera scores. Guillen is around third. He's going to score, and it is 2-0. The Detroit Tigers taking the lead as Inge bangs one off the glove of Betancourt, perfectly placed into the hole.
Take a look at it, and I think when this hits Betancourt's glove, it allows Guillen to score from second base. Slowed it down getting into the outfield.
Time call for a second. Going to be a visit to the mound now, as Adair will go out there. Here in the inning, a base hit by Cabrera, an infield hit by Guillen. After Tim struck out, Laird was hit on the shoulder, and Brandon Inge, the base hit off the glove of Betancourt. Ex-Mariner Ramon Santiago played with the M's a little in 04 and 05. The switch hitter is up there now. One and 0. Run. He's got a stolen base this year.
And the other thing too is you mentioned Laird, the catcher at third base. Because he can run, you have to be careful with Santiago, or at least be aware of the fact that he may try to do
and
this.
The bunt is down. The squeeze is on. The squeeze is successful. Suicide squeeze by Ramon Santiago. 3-0 as Laird comes in to score using those good wheels.
Well, I was afraid this might happen. Santiago can handle the bat, and because of Laird's speed, he's able to score easily. I think even if Felix is able to make that flip and it ends up getting to Johnson at home, I still think Laird would have beat it out. It was a really nice bunt by Santiago, and Felix is in a lot of trouble.
Curtis Granderson fouls it away, 0-1. Sacrifice, RBI. Two strikes on Granderson. Change up that time.
Luckily for Felix, his pitch count wasn't too bad in the first inning, but it's jumping up there pretty good here in the second.
And that's a rope, but foul. And he's going more and more to the off-speed stuff when he's got a good fastball.
He threw a lot of fastballs in the first inning, dominant first inning. See his total 35 pitches. He's throwing a lot of strikes. It's not the problem.
Curtis Granderson, one of the real great ambassadors of baseball. He's a likable kid out of Chicago. Done a lot of nice charity work. Traveling overseas. And he fouls that back and out of play. Chased that ball and foul tipped it. Again, another breaking ball. And that's inside. 1-2. This is very similar to the second inning that he had against the A's Saturday night, which he threw 35 pitches in the second inning. To first base, and the race to the bag will be won by Branyan, but the runners move up into scoring position now, both of them. Second out, and Placido Polanco will be the hitter. Polanco struck out. Last inning. Eighth man to come up against Felix here in the second.
And the Mariners defense will play straight up. Polanco uses the entire field.
Two and 0, 28 pitches here in the second inning. Felix. Their third base is Brandon Innes.
It looks like he has a good two-seamer tonight. Two-seam fastballs anywhere from 92 to 94 miles an hour, and they don't seem to be doing much with it.
Outside. Trouble on deck. That's Maglio Ordonez. He doesn't have a home run yet this year. And he lost him down low and inside. So the sacks are reloaded here for Maglio Ordonez. Big assignment here for Felix Hernandez against his fellow countryman, former Venezuelan teammate Maglio Ordonez, with his sacks full. And that's down low, ball one. 1-0. All of a sudden, he can't find the strike zone.
And he's up to 32 pitches for the inning.
Ordonez with 103 RBIs last year. 21 home runs. Brandon Inge is over at third base. That great sacrifice squeeze bunt, Ramon Santiago is at second. Placido Polanco is over at first. And a ground ball foul, so finally the count is Hernandez's way. A ball and 2 strikes. Too high. Still got good gas, 96 miles an hour. Ordonez, a fly ball into left center field shallow, on the run, making the catch. Andy Chavez to retire this side. It could have been a lot worse. Bad enough as it was, because the Tigers scored 3 in sending 9 men to the plate and lead it 3-0. can enjoy, whether it's half-price tickets, package specials, or group discounts. There is something to fit the needs of every Mariners fan. Visit mariners.com/value for great savings. With Mike Blowers, I'm Dave Niehaus, and the Mariners got some catching up to do now. Down 3-0 as Adrian Beltre, Russell Branyan, and Jose Lopez will try Mr. Verlander on for size. Strike one to Adrian. Another high fastball.
Well, hopefully the Mariners offense can get going in this inning. If nothing else, keep Verlander out there a little while and give Felix a chance to rest. He ended up throwing a lot of pitches in that last inning.
One and two. And that fastball, nothing but a steady diet of fastballs for Adrian Beltre.
You see those fastballs at the top of the zone. Adrian typically likes to hit the high fastball, but Verlander has a little bit extra on it, a little bit tougher to catch up to.
Breaking ball that time. First one he's thrown.
Hanging breaking ball that it was up in the zone.
Shortstop has it. Ramon Santiago throws out Adrian Beltre. The A's today knocking off the Toronto Blue Jays. Royals shutting out the Texas Rangers. And the Angels and Twins are in the bottom of the seventh with the Angels leading it. And as we mentioned, Gary Sheffield, it is 500th career home run, the 25th player in Major League history to have 500 home runs. Russell Branyan is taking a breaking ball for a strike. Strike two on a change.
Verlander has a good fastball tonight. If he's able to throw his breaking ball and his changeup consistently for strikes, it's going to be awfully tough on the Mariner offense.
Breaking ball, changeup, fastball. And fastball again. Catches the outside corner.
Take a look at the last fastball by Verlander. 96 miles an hour.
Second baseman Jose Lopez is the hitter now against Verlander. Another fastball. Looks to me like he's pretty much gotten away from that 91, 92 mile an hour stuff. He's coming right after you.
He is. He has a good one tonight. He's topped out at 97. He's consistently been 95, 96.
That was 97. And a fastball, fly ball, center field. And Curtis Granderson, an easy catch out there. And Mr. Verlander has retired the first 6 Mariners to face him. 3-0, Detroit after 2. Lead off the third. Miguel Cabrera hit one off the top of the wall in right field and went for a single, but that was only a prelude of problems. And there is another line drive into left field by Miguel Cabrera. So he is 2 for 2. And time now to have a little fun. Our Aflac trivia question. The Mets have played almost 7,500 games, 7,492 games without throwing a no-hitter. How long did it take the Montreal Expos to toss their first no-hitter? I'll accede to an original Expo.
28 years.
28 years? Who was it?
It was Dennis Martinez.
Double play ball? Yes, nicely turned. 4-6-3. So you think it was Dennis Martinez?
Against the Dodgers in L.A.
I think it was Bill Stoneman.
You're probably right.
No, I don't know. But I think Bill Stoneman did throw a no-hitter for Montreal, former Angel general manager. And that was before Dennis Martinez.
Yes, it was. I just wanted to sound like I knew what I was talking about.
Maybe you do. Marcus Thames takes down Lord outside ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. And then, of course, there's always a possibility that we're both wrong. More than a possibility. Doing all Marcus Thames.
Well, if it was Bill Stoneman, how long was it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Could you guess?
Yeah, I'd say be back in the 70s. Balls and 2 strikes to count. Dennis Martinez, the young Mariner fans will remember, pitched for the Mariners a very short time, but that was past his Cy Young days. Strike 3 call on the outside corner. So low pitch inning, a 7-pitch inning. Just what Felix Hernandez needed. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still 3-0.
French fries, rally fries tonight. And the Mariners need a rally up down 3-0. And stimulus fries.
Rob Johnson is looking at a pretty good pitch at the knees for a strike. Oh, man, that's wicked. That's not fair. Throw a slider at 85 miles an hour after a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
Especially when he starts it at you. It just really locks you up. You flinch just for a second. It breaks right on the inside part of the plate. Take a look at it. Starts it at him. Little flinch, and it's right there. Wow.
That's great pitch. Betancourt will be there. And then Uniaski Betancourt will be too high.
Last gravity, you could see the high and the low. Topped out at 98. He's also throwing a pitch 77 miles an hour.
One and one. There are nights when you're going to be overmatched, and so far, that's what's happening to the Mariners. So far.
And this could be one of them. Verlander has that type of stuff.
Unia drive into left center field. Granderson, however, has got it positioned perfectly. Let's give you the answer to our Aflac trivia question. The Mets have never had a no-hitter. They played almost 7,500 games. How long did it take the Expos to toss their first no-hitter? Took them 10 games. Back in 1969, they were an expansion franchise, and we were correct. Bill Stoneman on this date in 1969 no-hit the Phillies at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Here's Franklin Gutierrez now.
How long did it take the Mariners?
Well, Randy Johnson tossed a no-hitter, of course. Took him 2,103 games against this ball club here, the Detroit Tigers. Man.
98. And you mentioned it, Dave. He started him off with a breaking ball for a strike, and then he comes back with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. A lot of them up in the zone. Really tough to catch up to that pitch.
High, the fastball that time again, 98 miles an hour. Down he goes. That's 4 strikeouts and an incredible 3 innings. Overpowering 3 innings for Justin Verlander. 3-0 after 3.
Night in Seattle at Safeco Field. The Tigers, first of three, have a 3-0 lead. Dave Sims joining in with Mike Blowers, and Mike, for the second night in a row, a pitcher has gone 9 up and 9 down against Mariner hitters.
And you can certainly see why tonight. Justin Verlander topping out at 98 miles an hour. Very good breaking ball, throwing an occasional changeup, but he's been overpowering.
Oh, that has been an issue with him. First two starts, said he was just trying to overpower everybody. You could see it, but instead of just letting it flow tonight, he's letting it flow. You know, you always hear guys don't muscle up on it. He's letting it flow tonight, and he's getting movement, and he's throwing hard.
Well, it's one of the things that you have to fear a little bit of when you have a pitcher with the type of stuff that he has, and that is, as you mentioned, in the first inning, he was 94, 95, and now that last inning, he was a consistent 97, 98, and painting the corners. He's getting more confident with every inning.
Two balls and one strike to Gerald Laird, leading off the fourth of the Tigers. Felix Hernandez struggling. 36 pitches in the second inning. Fouled off, and that got a big piece of Rob Johnson. There's your comparison of the two starters. 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. A walk and 4 strikeouts. It'll be Laird, followed by Brandon Inge and Ramon Santiago. That misses down low. So Felix has run a full count. See Inge, the on deck hitter. Felix coming off that ankle injury. Remember, he rolled that ankle against Minnesota the first one, and that one just missed his ankle. Back through the box goes Gerald Laird. So Laird taking the head off a snake with this one.
Luckily it missed Felix, went right between the legs. You look at guys like Felix and Verlander tonight that are throwing their fastball anywhere from 95 to 98 miles an hour. The one that's down like that last one is a little bit easier to catch up to. Basically just drop the head of the bat down there as opposed to trying to fight to catch up on the high fastball.
Yep. In there for a strike. Inge had a heck of an at bat last time up. He was behind 0-2, worked the count to 3-2, and then got an infield hit, knocked in 2 runs. Second night in a row we've seen a Mariner pitcher get burned on 0-2 situation. Roy Kirkman last night had somebody 0-2 and gave, was at Napoli, had him 0-2 and gave up a 2-run base hit. Started out tonight, temperature at 59 degrees at first pitch, scheduled to go down to about 38 tonight. Breaking ball misses.
Bro, you squeeze it up.
And Felix's pitch count, not where he would have liked it, nor would manager Don Wakamatsu or Rick Adair, the pitching coach. It's 2-1 to Inge.
He helped himself out last inning with a double play ball.
It's huge.
After Cabrera ended up getting another base hit, a double play right behind that. So he had a quick inning for a couple of two-seam fastballs up there, a couple of sinkers, and see if he can get another ground ball. Help himself out again, because right now his pitch count is 64.
Felix keeping an eye on Gerald Laird. One of my favorite phrases. Runs well for a catcher. And he does. Saw evidence of that when he was with the Texas Rangers. Here's a 2-1. And therefore called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Inge.
And that's exactly the reason why they decided to squeeze with him at third. Santiago can handle the bat, but Laird, because he can run, he took a chance and it ended up working out for him.
Nobody out here in the fourth. In tight. Second consecutive full count run by Felix Hernandez. Brandon Inge, 205 in 113 games last year. 3-2. Laird takes off. Swung on, miss. Here's a throw by Rob Johnson. Not in time. Nice job by Laird to get in there. Pretty good throw by Rob Johnson. A tad late.
That was a really good throw by Rob Johnson. Take a look at it. Great jump by Laird. Ball is down in the zone. He comes up and throws. A perfect throw. Laird's foot is in there by the time Lopez is able to tag him.
Laird's at second with a stolen base, 1 out. 5th strikeout for Felix Hernandez. Here's Ramon Santiago, the shortstop. He's a switch hitter. Gave him a sacrifice on the squeeze that scored Laird. That was back in the 2nd inning. Time is called. One out here in the top of 4th inning. Called strike. So 0-2 ahead of Santiago. Mariners up to a 7-3 start, tying club record for best 10-game starts. Been done 5 times. Got some work to do tonight against Verlander. Broken bat. Betancourt has to charge. Throws off balance and got him. Nice play. Well done by Unievsky, Betancourt, and Russell. Brandon 2 outs. Taking 3rd is Laird. Top of the order coming up, Curtis Granderson. Grand Slam Family Pack Night. It's back on Wednesday. And the Mariners continue their series with the Rays for as little as $55. You can grab 4 tickets, hot dogs, and Pepsi. For tickets, visit mariners.com. Granderson popped up to the shortstop, grounded out the first. Curtis, always a tough customer against Felix Hernandez. Breaking ball down low. Granderson started the night a .533 hitter against Hernandez. Field for 2 tonight. He's now 8 for 17 for career homer. Throwing down, back in time, Laird. Rarely do you see a catcher stray that far off at 3rd. Nice aggressive play by Rob Johnson. Laird just picked up his first stolen base of the year. There's a called strike to Granderson, 2-1. Two down here in the 4th. Felix trying to get out of it. Blocked by Johnson, and a check with 3rd base umpire Ron Culpa said that Granderson did go, so 2 balls and 2 strikes.
See Granderson after the fastball inside. He gets a breaking ball down and can't hold up his swing.
Felix struck out 5, walked 1. He's behind 3-0. 3-0. And that is a ball, full count. Been a struggle. Could be pitch number 76. We're in the 4th inning. Crowd offering some encouragement to Felix. Here's a 3-2 to Granderson. Bouncing ball to Brandon. He's got it. Take it himself. And Felix gets out of that situation where he leaves Laird stranded at 3rd. To the bottom of the 4th we go. The Mariners looking for their first hit and a bunch of runs. Mundo Burrito. And by Lithia. A better car buying experience starts at Lithia.com. Glad you could join us, everybody. First of 3, a weekend series with the Detroit Tigers. Justin Verlander has gone through the order once and has retired everybody. Ichiro to lead it off here in the 4th. Verlander packing a big guns tonight. He's been up high 90s all evening. Struck out 4. Ichiro behind quickly, 0-2.
You mentioned Ichiro being behind 0-2. That's been the theme for Verlander. It makes it really tough. It's tough when anybody can do that, but when you have the type of stuff that he does.
Oh, blew away Ichiro there. Strikeout number 5. One out here in the 4th. I'll bring up Endy Chavez. Endy tapped out to the first baseman. Endy in left field tonight. First pitch to Endy. Ball 1 from Verlander. Verlander, Rookie of the Year. He's pitched in the World Series. Made the All-Star team. A tough year last year. You can see he's got major stuff. That's a good breaking ball for strike. The 1-1.
The other thing that makes it tough too, Dave, is Mariners, a number of the guys have tried to take some pitches and make him work a little bit, but when he's consistently ahead of you, it makes it tough. And when you have the type of stuff that he has, you don't want to fall behind 0-2, 1-2. Makes your job that much tougher. And right now you look at where he's at on his pitch count, 46. He's really just cruising right along.
Start painting on you, start dropping a curveball on you, you're in major trouble. 2-2 to Endy. Pops one up. In's taking a look. That'll get out of play. Who got it up there among the fastest that you guys played against back in the day?
Oh, Randy. Randy was up there around 100.
Did you face him? I know you played with him, but did you play?
Yep, sure did.
When you were with Oakland, right?
And when I was with New York.
2-2. Chop. Oh, wicked curveball. Laird's going to throw it down to first. It's a 6th strikeout. 2 down here in the 4th. FSN brings you the Seattle Sounders FC in action tomorrow night. Club's going to head to LA, take on the undefeated Chivas USA in a Western Conference rivalry matchup. Coverage gets underway at 9:30 p.m. on FSN and FSN HD. We'll bring up Ken Griffey Jr. Who was Randy was triple figures a lot.
Nolan Ryan was still throwing hard when I first broke into the big leagues. You know, I mean, the thing about it is a lot of guys you see that threw that hard were usually closers. You know, Troy Percival would get it up there. Not starters very often.
Up high to Griffey. Flash bulbs are popping here at Safeco Field. It's like the start of a World Series game or NFL playoff game with a lot of flash bulbs going on. Pretty good heat. Verlander struck out 6. Mariners slugging for the first hit, and they don't get it here. As Verlander strikes out the side, 98 mph. His 7th K. Jen Brockman's going to visit us. We look forward to that coming up when we return to Safeco Field, where the Tigers, first of 3, have a Future. How about Chris Jakubauskas last night? He said there's not one pitch he would take back from his 5 1/3. The one he would take back would be this pickoff attempt when he had Sean Figgins. He had him dead to rights, and he threw it to the wrong side of the bag. Other than that, he was very happy with his outing. We're pleased to be joined by John Brockman, the University of Washington's all-time rebounder. John, pleasure to see you, man. Congratulations on a great career.
Thank you. Thank you.
And here's a fly ball to right field. Ichiro is there. And he catches it in foul territory. 1 out. 68 miles an hour he threw out the first pitch. Not bad. That's pretty good for not warming up. That's impressive.
It's not bad for not touching a baseball for a couple years.
Yeah.
When was the last time you played?
Last time I was on a team was in 4th grade.
4th grade.
So
it's been a while.
How many home runs you hit?
I hit a ton. Actually, my first at bat ever playing baseball, I hit a grand slam. So that's my claim to fame.
All right, there you go. So a grand slam there. Great basketball player at UW. As Maglio Adonias skies one to center. Big news. Tampa Bay Buccaneers of the National Football League have expressed interest in you.
Yeah, it was a little different. They came to basketball practice about a month and a half ago.
Right.
Yeah.
What'd they say?
They just said they were really wondering what my plans were, and I told them I was going to keep playing basketball, and they said, well, if that does fall through, then here's our card, and you know who to contact.
How about that? Where are they looking at? The tackle, tight end? I would think tight end. They want you to run a little bit.
I think tight end or defensive end.
Would you like to do that?
If basketball doesn't happen, then I'd love to do it. Just keep playing a sport and, stay active.
Good for you. That's well, you've been known to seek and give contact as well as anybody. I mean, you give as well as you get. It's been very impressive watching you over the years.
Thank you. It's true. You give as much as you get, and I take blows just as much as I hand them out.
You went in Portland when I was there doing radio for Westwood One. There was a collision or something, and you went splat. And you had this crazy look on your face. Then you got right up. It was amazing. The whole rooting section for UW was like, and then when you got up, everybody, yeah, all right, John's good to go.
Yeah, I got undercut when I went up for a rebound, fell on my side, and it was one of those moments where you kind of check just to make sure you're not hurt. I realized I was all right.
Quick inventory.
Exactly. Scan the entire body, and then figure out you're fine, so you hop back up and run down court.
Because the thing was scary, you didn't get a chance to brace yourself. I mean, you were up in the air, boom, and you just went splat.
Definitely. I don't know how I didn't get hurt.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on a great run. There's some big shoes that they're going to have to fill with you moving on. How's the club shaping up for next year?
They're tough. They're going to be extremely athletic. They're young still, but at the same time, they got enough leadership. Quincy Pondexter and Isaiah Thomas that came in and did a great job leading the team. So there should be some fun nights in Heck-Ed next year in the years to come.
3-2 to Cabrera, who's 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3. His first 2 times up, he swung at the first pitch and hit a bullet to right, a bullet to left, and now he's got another base hit. This kid is outstanding. Saw a lot of this last year, Mike. Remember the first time we went into Detroit. Tigers took 3 from the Mariners, outscored them 30-14.
And Cabrera, I think, was one of the few guys was actually struggling at that point. Now he's hitting over 500 early in the season. 3 more hits tonight. Just missed a home run his first time up.
Amazing. Carlos Guillen's the hitter. Good man. Miguel Cabrera. Who's your favorite Mariner?
Favorite Mariner, Griffey. Glad he's back.
Yeah.
It's kind of a standard answer these days.
Yeah. That is pretty universal here in the Pacific Northwest. Favorite junior moment?
Favorite junior moment? I mean, the slide when he slid home. Caught that picture of him smiling up at the camera. That one was great. And I really just enjoy his unbelievably athletic catches he had in the outfield.
Yep.
Slamming his body against the wall and really kind of having no regard for his body. Just getting that ball.
I could see how you would relate to that. Yeah. I mean, that's why a lot of people admire the way you play, too.
Yep. He'd probably be a great rebounder, I think.
Yeah. And I'm sure he would be the first to tell you that as well. For you basketball fans, let me just take you back real quick. That game against Mississippi State, first round, you guys absolutely took the heart out of that team in the first couple of minutes. It was amazing. You demoralized their big guy, pounding him inside. I mean, you must have been really loving that.
We knew he was a great shot blocker, so just tried to go through his throat.
Broken bat. Here's Lopez. He's going to throw out the former Mariner, Carlos Guillen. Jack, congratulations on a wonderful career. Best of luck, whether it be the NBA or the NFL.
All right, thanks for having me on.
Okay.
Thank you.
John Brockman joining us here at Safeco Field. Mariners being no-hit by Verlander, 3-0 Detroit. Brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Well, the homestand continues with Detroit. Day off Monday, and the Rays come to town, and then the first trip to Anaheim in a couple of weekends. Business at hand, breaking up a no-no, and there it is right there. Adrian Beltre digging for two. He'll get it easily. Taking a look at Bruce Hines to hold him up. First pitch breaks up the no-hitter here in the fifth inning. Verlander had a perfect game through four. One up there just like you talked about. Hey, a guy around the plate, go up there looking, hacking.
Absolutely. He's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. This is a fastball right in the middle of the plate, and you can try to be patient, but at some point you're going to have to be aggressive, and Adrian noticed that, jumps on the first pitch and gets a double, gets the Mariners hopefully started on something.
Verlander's 6-1 career against Seattle. Here's Russell Branyan. He was called out on strikes his first time up. Verlander struck out 7, hasn't walked anybody. All one, the big rush. Branyan to be followed by Jose Lopez. There's a base hit for Branyan. Beltre had to make sure it got into the outfield. First and third, nobody out. Great start to the fifth inning.
Again, Branyan takes a first pitch for a ball and then comes right back and jumps on the next pitch. Take a look at the swing of Russell Branyan. Nice little line drive into right field.
Ordonez gets it back in. Now Lopez fly it out to center his first time up. He'll get a chance to take a hack. Second time through against Verlander. Breaking ball, stung to left field, and that's going to sit out for a base hit. Beltre's going to score. Branyan will hold it second, an RBI single by Jose Lopez. And the Mariners are on the board. It's 3-1 Detroit. It's the 8th RBI for Lopez, and everybody's aggressive here in the fifth inning.
Well, Verlander tries to switch things up a little bit. Starts Lopez off with this breaking ball, but it's up in the zone. And Jose jumps all over it.
Pitching coach Rick Knapp going out to talk to Verlander. bring up Rob Johnson. There's Jimmy Leland in his 4th year. Manager with the Detroit Tigers. Rob Johnson called down on strikes back in the 3rd. 3-1 Detroit. Johnson representing the lead run. Gets the bunt down. A beauty. Inge will throw across. Sacrifice. 5-4. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Walk ball. Getting it done. A lot of attaboys for Rob Johnson.
Sometimes guys have a difficult time bunting somebody that throws as hard as Verlander, but Johnson, he lays down a beauty.
That was nice. Yeah, you're right. I mean, because you don't want to mess up and miss when you're squared. Opportunity for Betancourt to tie it up. Betancourt line out to center, his first time up. Mariners coming to life here in the 5th inning. Here's the 0-1 to Unique. Breaking ball for a called strike. That was a knee buckler. Betancourt 5 for 18 against Verlander inning tonight. How more breaking balls this inning?
He started off throwing his fastball, but both Adrian Beltre and Russell Brandon jumped on it. Then he's trying to go back to his breaking ball. And the first one he threw up there was to Lopez, and he rifled it into left field. Johnson bunted a fastball. He's throwing a lot of strikes. I think it's just the first pitch strikes that he's throwing are more in the middle of the plate as opposed to the corners.
Not a play. Outfield of Guillen, Granderson, and Ordonez. Granderson plays a fairly shallow center field. Ordonez got a pretty good arm. How's Guillen's arm? Because I've seen him more. I've seen him more in the infield. They move him into the outfield this year. 0-2 to Betancourt. Did he check? He did. 0-2 strikes.
The Tigers will play their infield back. This will be a nice run to pick up right here. Betancourt can put it in play.
He signs the third base coach. Brandon's at 3rd. Lopez at 2nd. The 1-2 to Betancourt. Battle by Uni. This will be the 6th pitch of this at bat. Betancourt 0 for 3 last night. Big spot right here. A 1-2. Breaking ball. Inge gonna come home. Brandon. Ball drop. He's safe. He's safe. Flair dropped the baseball. It's 3-2 Detroit.
Oh, Betancourt does his job. He puts it in play. Hits it to the third baseman, Inge, who has a play at home. You can see the short hop to the catcher, Laird. Mariners catch a break.
So fielder's choice. RBI for Betancourt. 3-2 ball game. Scoring from 3rd, Brennan. Lopez takes 3rd. And Betancourt is on at 1st. Tying run 90 feet away. Push bunt! Another beauty! Walk ball has tied it at 3-3. Gutierrez gets the job done. They're small balling them to death. It's 3-3. Right back in the ball game.
That's exactly how the Tigers end up getting their 3rd run on a squeeze play. So Don Wakamatsu gives it right back to him. Perfect bunt by Gutierrez, gets it down, ends up with a base hit. Take a look at it again. Doesn't show it too early. Perfect. Verlander dives for it. A little deflection, and Mariners still have a couple of base runners and score a run. Felix likes it.
This is why they say about baseball, boys, you never know. Verlander's thrown a perfect game through 4. Now we're tied at 3. Ichiro trying to get on board. 7th hitter in this inning, and Ichiro would love to have that one back.
What a great call by Don Wakamatsu putting that bump play on.
It was. Execution was fabulous. One to Ichiro. New Japanese all-time hit leader. 3,086. Got that record last year. He's thrown 17 pitches. Verlander had retired the first 12 men that he'd faced. The 3-2 to Ichiro. 2-1 runners go. Back up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Ewing. Mariners lead 4-3. Ichiro comes up big. The Mariners down 3-0 and rallied for a 4-3 lead here in the 5th inning. With 1 out, here comes Endy Chavez.
Something the Mariners have done for the first week and a half of the season. Take a look at it. It's just a solid base hit back up the middle with the runners taking off. Verlander a little late getting his glove up. At that point, once it gets past second base, it's easy for Betancourt to score. He was on the move.
Well, the runners took off. Gutierrez got the third. Betancourt scored easily. Chavez now, it's an opportunity for some add-ons. You got great speed on the base paths. 1 out as they throw over to Ichiro. Chavez, the 8th man to come to the plate after Verlander had retired the first 12 men.
And with Gutierrez and his speed, Chavez, we've seen him handle the bat. Don't be surprised if he tries to bunt. Even if they don't put it on, he might do it on his own.
He could push one right at Polanco. Gets by! Here comes Gutierrez! He's going to score! It's 5-3 Mariners, and Ichiro takes second. Wild pitch as Verlander and Laird got totally crossed up. Ichiro takes second. HD viewers getting a good look at this. Gutierrez has come around to score. Now the Mariners, who are down 3-0, now lead 5-3. Right there, 1-1. Getting up quickly, Brandon Lyons after it's come apart for Verlander. Perfect through 4. Made it. Scoring change. We'll get that to you in a moment. 1-1. Chavez looks at ball 2. What an inning here for the Mariners. The 2-1 pitch to Endy. Swing and a miss. Some good breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the scoring change on the Betancourt play. They changed it from a fielder's choice to an E5 RBI. And tied 3-2 to Chavez with Griffey on deck. Verlander As the world turns, it's 3-2 to Chavez. Down low, walks him, and here comes Junior. First and second. Mariners 5-3. They will blow the roof off of this joint if he goes yard.
Well, Verlander so far has thrown him a bunch of fastballs, trying to climb the ladder, throwing fastballs up. See if Junior can catch up to one.
There's a look at the high pitches the last time Junior was up. 1 out. Runners at first and second. 5-3 Mariners. Short left field for Guillen. Got it off the end of the bat. 2 outs. And now they've batted around. Here comes Beltre, who got it started with a first pitch double into the right field corner. This has been some inning. Verlander was in total control, a perfect game through the first 12 hitters. Until Beltre led off the 5th this inning.
Wonder if something happened to Russell Branyan when he slid into home, because Cedeno's come out on deck.
Ronnie Cedeno hit it. Beltre can get on. There's a called strike to Adrian. I wonder if he jammed that ankle or something. Oh, 0-1 to Beltre. Healthy hack there. 0-2. They could do what Locke may do. He may put Lopez at first and put Cedeno at second. So Verlander was coasting. Now he's doubled his pitch count in this inning. The 0-2. Left field for Guillen. Granderson is there as well, but Guillen will take it. That'll do it for the Mariners. They send 10 men to the plate after being no hit. They put up 5 runs on 5 hits to take a 5-3 lead. Better ideas, better banking. A festive Friday night at Safeco Field. Kalenda's now going to give out the rally fries. Mike, who did you like?
Well, I like this one right here. I like the big bag of fries. They must have known that the rally fries were coming, because the Mariners rallied up for 5 runs.
Felix looking to find a groove now, as he has thrown 88 pitches through 5. Marcus Thames to lead it off. Here's a strike to Marcus. Marcus struck out swinging in the second. Felix got him looking in the third. Felix's best inning, the third inning. Gave up a base hit, got a double play and a strikeout, and he was out of it in 7 pitches. Ball and 2 strikes.
Well, his job now, throw strikes and get the guys back in the dugout swinging the bats again. You mentioned it with Verlander. All the pitches that he ended up throwing that last inning. It'd be nice to get him back on the mound again as quickly as possible.
5-3 Mariners. 2-2. Felix rolled that ankle back in the first start. Still not 100%, but good enough to give it a go here. Fouled off. Thames will be followed by Gerald Laird, the catcher, and third baseman Brandon Inge. What a comeback by the Mariners. Two and 2. Hit on a line. Hung a breaking ball to Thames. Paid for it. Leadoff base hit here in the 6th. So Marcus Thames with the base hit. A couple of defensive changes as anticipated. Ronnie Cedeno, something must have happened to Brandon. We'll get you details when we get him. He's in at second base. So bat in Brandon's in the 5 hole vacated by Brandon, and Jose Lopez moves from second to first base. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Cedeno, the ball finds him, and on the second bobble he holds on. Many times you've seen that ball finding that new guy like ASAP, right?
Right away. Take a look at it. Kind of an in-between hop, but he stays with it. Gets control of it just in time.
Brandon, we're told, has a tight back. Tighten up on him in this chilly night here in Seattle. He'll be reevaluated tomorrow. Here's Inge. There's a strike. One out here in the 6th. Inge drove in 2 with base hit off the glove of Betancourt. Back in the 2nd inning. Felix had him 0-2 on that one. Went to a 3-2 count. Inge delivered the base hit. On a strike from Felix Hernandez. Just turned 23 years old. He made his debut, big league debut, August 4th of 2005 against these Tigers. Swing and a miss. Seems like he's gone with a lot more breaking balls of late. 1 and 2. This is a big night for Venezuela. These 3 games here. You've got the Mariners had 4 guys on Venezuela's WBC team, and so did the Tigers. For the Mariners, Felix Hernandez, Carlos Silva, Andy Chavez, and Jose Lopez. And for the Tigers, Maglio Ordonez, Miguel Cabrera, Carlos Guillen, and Armando Galarraga, right-handed pitcher. They did not fare as well as they would have liked. They had a pretty good team. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Felix Hernandez, 9 wins last year. Well documented. That was not a good year for the Mariners. Swing and a miss, and down goes Inge. 2 outs. Strikeout number 6 for Felix Hernandez.
Goes with a good hard breaking ball.
Bring up the shortstop, batting in the 9 hole, Ramon Santiago. Sean Kelly, who was outstanding in his Safeco debut a couple of nights ago, getting warmed up. Fly ball center field, driving Gutierrez back, but he's got it under control. He'll be just shy of the track. Inning over. So Felix gives up a base hit. That's it. Leaves a man stranded. We go to the home 6th. It's 5-3 Mariners. grab your cell phone to report litterers. 1-866-LITTER-1-LITTER, and it will hurt. And by Money Tree. Visit MoneyTreeInc.com for a location nearest you. Money Tree, choices are good. Ronnie Cedeno is going to lead it off. Mariners have a 5-3 lead. They erupted for their 5 runs in the 5th inning after trailing 3-0. Verlander had retired the first 12 men that he faced. Cedeno is in for Russell Branyan, whose back stiffened up. Really good crowd here on a Friday night. Thank the fans in attendance here for their patronage. 35,824, of course. We thank all of you watching here in the Great Pacific Northwest and around the country on MLB Extra Innings. There's a drive to left field. Guillen going back. Still going back. Can't get it. Cedeno has got extra bases. He'll slam on the brakes. A lead-off double. He was behind 0-2 in the count. So Ronnie Cedeno, you should see him before the games. The last couple of 3 games working with third base coach Bruce Hines. They've been taking fungos and seeing how far they can hit him. Pretty good stroke. Coors Light freeze cam, and Guillen this time that jumped just a little bit. The Mariners will take it. Boy, hit just below the line. Lead-off double. That's our Coors Light freeze cam. Lopez trying to do the right thing. Move that runner to third. So Ronnie Cedeno, not a bad performance right off the bench. That's his 3rd hit. He is 3 for 18 now. Robertson and Lyon starting to warm up for Detroit. Goes the other way. Ordonez charged and is in great position. Makes the catch. One out here in the 6th. Mariners and Boeing, they're proud to honor the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces. That's tomorrow evening at Salute to Armed Forces Night. It's presented by Boeing. A special pregame ceremony begins at 5:30. Following the game, 20,000 fans are going to receive a special edition military coin when they leave the ballpark. For tickets, visit Mariners.com. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Mariners. 3 runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Tigers. Breaking ball to Rob Johnson, ball 1. Rob laid down a beautiful sacrifice back in the 5th inning, and he struck out looking. Another breaking ball. Verlander's had a tough go in April. 1-5. 6.6 and a 9.35 ERA. He's 1-1 to Rob Johnson. Breaking ball, swung and missed. Verlander, first start was at Toronto. Loses 12-5 in that one. With just 3 2/3, 8 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Johnson got a piece of it. Laird couldn't hold on to it. Second start against Texas on the 11th of April. No decision. He went 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks and 8 strikeouts. Ronnie Cedeno's at second with a leadoff double. Runner takes off. Here's the throw to third. It is! Got him in time! Heck of a throw by Gerald Laird. Caught stealing 2-5. Cedeno's got really good speed. And that's a good throw.
That was a good throw.
2 down here in the 6th. Rob Johnson. Ball of 2 strikes. Whizzes by Verlander. Blanco throws out Rob Johnson. So a leadoff double goes nowhere in the 6th. To the 7th inning we go at Safeco. 5-3 Mariners. Back here on a Friday night at Safeco. Glad you could join us, everybody. Along with Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims, 5-3. And Felix Hernandez leaves with the lead. Not one of his more sterling performances.
Well, I think you look at it, the Tigers obviously one of the better hitting clubs. And Felix, for whatever reason, 2 starts in a row, the second inning gave him some problems tonight. But 6 strikeouts in his outing. Just the 1 walk. But overall, he had pretty good stuff, just struggled in the second inning.
Second inning, 36 pitches. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits and got out of a bases-loaded situation. And here is more of Felix, who leaves after throwing 102 pitches in his 6 innings. The new pitcher, Sean Kelly. That's one of the youngsters who impressed you, along with Chris Jakubauskas. Made the club coming out of spring training. His first hitter is Curtis Granderson. Curtis takes a strike. Kelly has pretty much established he has that metronome quality where it's just boring in. He's throwing strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Very, very consistent. Back up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Granderson. Granderson 1 for 4 tonight. He just broke a long stretch where he was 0 for 16 until he got an 8th inning single on Wednesday. Good runner, and this is a very good number 2 all hitter in Placido Polanco. Struck out, walked, and flied out to right. Breaking ball in there for strike. Polanco's a good hitter, good player. St. Louis, Philadelphia, Detroit.
And too many times last year we saw him in this situation at least take a shot to that hole over on the right side. It's really good inside out. If you try to throw a fastball in to keep it from doing it, it's a nice job with an inside out swing to force it over to the right side.
Down low to Polanco. A career .306 hitter. Been with the Cardinals, the Phillies, and came over to Detroit back in 05. 341 for the Tigers in 07. 1-1. Back goes Granderson. One to Polanco. Goes the other way. Cedeno. Betancourt for 1. Back to Lopez. Double play. Second tonight. Quick 2 down.
Yeah, Mariners make this look really easy. Nice feed by Cedeno. Quick. Betancourt. No problem.
Maglio Ordonez, the hitter. Kelly establishing pretty good breaking ball here tonight. A couple of nights ago came in relied largely on fastball. There's the 1-1. Ball pounded foul. A couple of nights ago, Kelly came in the game, stranded 2 inherited runners. His big league debut a week ago against Oakland. Pitched an inning and struck out the first batter he faced, Mark Ellis. Got the coaching staff's attention during spring. 0-1, couple saves, 4.97 ERA. Pitched in the Venezuelan Winter League a few months ago. Went 2-1 with 3.68 ERA in that stretch. Don Wakamatsu couldn't keep him off the roster the way he performed, being Rick Adair. Pretty easy choice. Told him on Saturday night in Vegas. 3-2 to Ordonez. Line drive left field. Chavez will get it on a hot base hit. Here's the hottest hitter in the building right now, Miguel Cabrera. 3 for 3, all of them stunned Firestone hitting leaders in the American League. Some guys off some really good starts. Adam Jones at 410. Fly ball, center field. Gutierrez is there. Goody's got it. Inning over. So Sean Kelly throws a very effective 7th inning, helped out by a double play. 5-3 Mariners. From just $289,000. Temperature dropping here at Safeco Field down to 50 degrees. And Betancourt, first pitch, pops one up short left field. Going back to get it is the shortstop. One hand grab, Santiago. So down in the bullpen, David Artsman getting ready. Sean Kelly pitched a 2-hit 7th inning. Leaded by a double play. Artsman picked up a couple saves and as many opportunities. Here's Gutierrez. Called strike one. Gutierrez with a perfect bunt. Drove in a run back in that 5-run uprising for the Mariners in the 5th inning. Just joining us, Verlander through the first 4 innings retired every hitter he faced, all 12, struck out 7. Mariners went up to go get him in the 5th inning. Beltre first pitch doubled to right. There's a breaking ball. Granderson comes in and makes a catch. Beltre doubled. Brandon got a base hit to right. Lopez drove in a run with a single to left. Sacrificed Johnson, moved a couple runners up. Betancourt put the ball in play to the third baseman. Andrew threw home. Brennan scored him when the ball bounced. Laird couldn't make the play. Gutierrez laid down a perfect squeeze. Ichiro with a base hit. Chavez walked, Griffey flied out, and then Beltre flied out to end the inning. Ichiro 1 for 3. What do you think's going through the mind of Verlander after that great start that he had?
It unraveled in a hurry. I mean, you just went through the whole thing, especially after he was just absolutely cruising. Got his pitch count up in a hurry, put a bunch of runs on the board. Difference has just been basically for Felix is the second, for him the 5th.
good pitch by Verlander. He gets Ichiro. Oh, quick inning in the 7th. To the 8th we go. It's 5-3 Mariners, and we're going to see David Aardsma. Beltre got it going, Mike, and he was aggressive.
I think that was the theme of the 5th inning. The Mariners trying to take some pitches and get Verlander's pitch count up, but he was so sharp they weren't able to do it. Then they came out in the 5th and were very aggressive. You see a hanging breaking ball for Lopez.
Beltre comes around to score on that RBI for him. Here's Betancourt. Ground ball, third base, Inns comes home. Bad throw. Brandon scores. His back stiffened up. He later left the game. And then look at Gutierrez. Is that beautiful or what? Base hit, run scored, RBI. And Ichiro gets involved. Back up the middle, base hit. That'll score another run. Then a wild pitch. That scores Gutierrez from third. What an inning after being totally shut down through 4. Verlander hits. Run a perfect game through 4 innings.
Tell you what, scoring 5 runs on just 6 hits, that's making the most of it too.
Here. 5 runs on 5 hits in the 5th. They pick up another base hit. Cedeno came in for Brandon. Led up the 6th with a double, but was thrown out trying to steal. David Aardsman's 5th game. He's 2 for 2 in save opportunities. Face switch hitting Carlos Guillen, Marcus Thames, and Gerald Laird. Jeff Larish is out. Jeff Larish, a left-handed hitter, is on deck. Maryland bullpen guys, they have come out. Boys, we're throwing strikes, and we're throwing fastballs, and let's see if you can hit.
That's the key, too, is that they're coming in throwing their fastball. Establish the fastball first, and then they're able to go to the other pitches. You were talking about Kelly and his slider, and he has a good one, but he came in throwing fastballs for strikes, trying to work ahead. And now we've seen this with Aardsma, who has a plus fastball, and they'll be 95, 96 miles an hour with it.
Strike 3 call. One out here in the 8th. So Jeff Larish is going to pinch hit as we go to tomorrow's Comcast pitching matchup. Edwin Jackson, we saw him last year when he was with Tampa. He was super impressive. And talking about super impressive, Eric Bedard. His 3rd start coming up. He was outstanding his last time out. And Ryan Rowland-Smith to the right of your screen on the DL with tricep tendonitis. Jeff Larish, the pinch hitter. Larish, a young man that they really like in this organization. Hitting just .222 to start. Fouls one off. 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. This is the DH spot, the 6th spot in the order. Ball and a strike. Two and one. Ardsma picked up his first major league save last week at Oakland. Mariners debut on 7th of April, Minnesota. And retired all 3 batters faced.
Andre.
Boy, it's amazing how you get a lightning strike tonight in the 5th. Angels did the similar thing last night in the 6th. Mariners had a 1-0 lead, and the Angels went crazy in the 5th inning. Put up 5 on the board, and that was the final 5-1. Tigers put 3 on the board in the 2nd. Mariners answer with 5 in the 5th. 2-2 to Larish. Got him. 2 down as Ardsma comes in, throwing strikes, and he struck out the first 2 batters he faces.
Nothing but fastballs. This one 95 miles an hour up in the zone. Larish coming off the bench, can't catch up to it.
There's Gerald Laird, hit by a pitch, base hit and stolen base, reached on a fielder's choice. There's the skipper, Don Wakamatsu. Grandparents returned to Oregon after being here for the opener. James and Ruth, 93 and 91 years old. Very happy to see their grandson pick up win in the home opener. Want to know to Gerald Laird. Moved over from the Texas ball club. Committed. 1-1. Here's the story on Ardsma. What a setup guy during his career at the White Sox, the Cubs, Giants, and the Red Sox. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to Laird. Laird can keep it going. Brandon Inge, third baseman's on deck. Swing and a miss, and a good fastball at 95. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nothing like getting a little offense when your #1 pitcher has a struggle. Felix Hernandez did, but Felix has left the game with the lead. Kelly threw a scoreless inning of relief, and Ardsma is a strike away from doing the same.
Ardsma's not trying to trick anybody, is he? Nothing but fastballs.
Here's the 3-2 to Laird. Almost hit him walking. Ardsma with 2 strikeouts and now a walk. And that brings the potential tying run to the plate, the person of Brandon Inge. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Great crowd on hand, 35,824. Strike 1 to Inge. Inge with a 2-run single and struck out twice since. On strike.
I think that's the first breaking ball that Ardsma has thrown so far.
Brandon Inge, really versatile player. He's played some center field, done a lot of catching, but his best spot at third base. Here's called strike. Mike DeMuro, played umpire. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at first. Ardsman's ready. The 1-2. Dug out by Rob Johnson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Somebody close that window in left field, please. Thank you very much. Here's a 2-2. Sky to deep shortstop for Betancourt. Inning over. Ardsma, a scoreless 8th. Bullpen, 2 for 2. Mariners lead by 2. Here in Seattle, Mariner fans stay up to date all season long with team text and video alerts. For your mobile phone, text Get Mariners to 65246 to sign up right now. Andy Chavez going to lead it off. Chavez, Griffey, and Beltre here in the bottom of the 8th. Justin Verlander at an even 100 pitches. Throw to Chavez, and there's ball 1. Indy tapped out to the first baseman, struck out and walked. On the ground, gobbled up by Cabrera, 1 out. Remember last year this time we went into Detroit, that was a big story about Cabrera moving over to first, and he was having all kinds of problems. He had been a third baseman.
People don't normally talk about your defense too much when you're hitting over 500.
That is correct. He can really swing it. Kansas City bashes Texas in Texas, 12-3. There's Ken Griffey Jr. There's a strike call. Jr. tonight struck out on a 1-2, struck out on a 1-2 pitch, and then flied out on the first pitch, flied out to left. Pulled a string on him. About 83 miles an hour. Oh, and 2. Oh, and 2 with 1 out to Griffey. Junior looking for a real good swing tonight. Hey, there we go. Got one of the modern toys here. Record that puppy. Try to get a picture. Just missed 2 and 2. I bet there's at least a camera on everybody in 35,824 tonight. See this guy. 2 and 2. Got on top of it. Base hit. Throw him another breaking ball. Junior was sitting on it. Base hit. A 2-2 hanger. And Griffey's all over it. Take a look at the Mariners box score. The junior on board. Johnson with a huge sacrifice. Betancourt put a ball in play that was instrumental, and Gutierrez with a bunt that was very effective. One out. Here's Beltre. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Drives one deep left field. Beltre has one hop off the fence. Griffey coming to third. They're waving him around. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Beltre with an RBI double, an insurance tally for the Mariners at 6-3 Seattle.
Well, we've seen Adrian be aggressive tonight, and he was again. Junior after jumping all over a high pitch. Beltre goes up there looking to swing right away. Take a look at it. Right in the middle of the plate. He hammers it out to left center field. It's a cool night, so the ball's not going to carry. Ends up hitting off the fence. Junior scores all the way from first.
Here's a look at Griffey. Even at 39 years old, he knows how to cut the bases. Took a good look. Picks up Bruce Hines right here. Goes into high gear. Still got some quick feet. Jim Leyland has seen enough. There's the smile everybody wanted to see. 6-3 Mariners. Getting smoked through 12, and they come back and take a lead. Now they're watching. They're checking on Griffey's. Want to get a little pulse. Paging Dr. Silva. Paging Dr. Silva. Here's Cedeno. Shows bunt for strike. But they're watching on the Jumbotron, watching Griffey come around. Probably tell him, get to the whip, get to the whip, get around third. 0-1 to Cedeno. Ronnie came in the 6th inning, replacing Russell Branyan. Scored in that big 5-run 5th. For the Mariners. Russell's back tightened up on him. Brendan Land, his numbers. 1 out. Beltre takes off, and he's in safely. Stolen base for Adrian Beltre. Aggressive base running by the Seattle Mariners. Beltre's second stolen base.
Just keep the pressure on. We saw Cedeno get thrown out at third earlier in the game. Beltre with his second stolen base of the season.
Infield's in. 1 out, 2-1 to Cedeno. Mariners by 3. Two balls, 2 strikes. Getting ready for the Mariners in their bullpen, Brandon Morrow. Two and 2 to Cedeno. Infield in, 1 out. Runner at third. Strike 3 call. 2 outs in the home 8th. Mariners close out their series with the Rays next Thursday. Leave work early. Come on, get out here to Safeco Field, a U.S. Bank Mariners matinee special. 3:40 start time for tickets. Visit mariners.com. Lopez 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Get another RBI out there. Beltrade 90 feet away. They're gonna put him on. They want to get to Rob Johnson, who struck out looking, laid down a sacrifice, and grounded out to second base. Mariners at 7-3, matching the franchise's best 10-game start, 5th time it's happened. Mariners starting the day as the first place Seattle Mariners. Started the day 2.5 in front of the Angels. Angels losing tonight. How about that? So Minnesota beats the Angels. Angels got in about 5:30 this morning. Now, there's nothing in the pity jar because we'll probably have 1 or 2 of those before this season's over. So they lose 11-9.
Had to be their bullpen because they were leading that game by quite a good margin for most of it anyways.
Yeah. So if the Mariners hold on and win, they'll be up 3.5 on the Angels. Here's Rob Johnson. First pitch to Rob. Broken bat. Fly ball left field. Guillen is there. Well, they pick up another run. And Brandon Morrow now has a chance to come on and put this game in lockdown. 6-3 Mariners. Down 3-0, being dominated by Justin Verlander. They lead now 6-3, going to the top of the 9th. Coming up tomorrow, Edwin Jackson, a very talented, hard-throwing right-hander, against Eric Bedard, who's off to a very good start. Look at that ERA at 2.03. An opponent's batting average of $1.88. He was tremendous for the day. And Ken Griffey Jr. keeping things light. It's always the life of the party back when you played with him back
always
10, 12 years ago.
Always, yeah. Always had a good time.
He's picked up right where he's left off. He is the life. He and Sweeney have been the life of the party here for the Mariners in his first 10 games. And tonight, Griffey with a base hit. He went hitless in his first 3 at bats. Comes up with a base hit in the 8th inning and then scores on the Beltre double.
I think he enjoys it more now. There was so much expected of him when he was younger. Still had a good time, but I mean, you see him every day. He holds court in the clubhouse. He roars it down on the field after batting practice. That nobody is immune to him coming after you.
Good to see Jared Washburn back. There's Chris Jakubowskis. Chris really thrilled with his outing last night. Brandon Morrow, first time we've seen him in 3 days. He's going to face 9-1-2 in the Detroit order. The Ramon Santiago to lead it off. Followed by Curtis Granderson and Placido Polanco. Mariners lead it 6-3. Their 6-game winning streak ended last night by the Angels. A 5-1 Angels win. By the way, Jason Kubel, a walk-off grand slam from Minnesota to beat the Angels tonight. Strike one from Morrow. Here's the 0-1 from Morrow. Swing and a miss at 97. That would be Kenji Jojo. Remember the face game? What was that game we played with the kids? Remember the fake? You had the face game. I played it with my kids, and I'm blanking. They're going to shoot. Got him lucky. Brandon Morrow dealing on 3 pitches, 1 out.
'97, '97, and '97. Miles an
that
hour.
Is impressive. Granderson, base hit his last time. It's pretty good. 5 consecutive strikes. Morrow trying to complete a perfect night for the bullpen. Kelly scoreless inning, gave up 2 hits. Ardsma, scoreless 8th, struck out 2, walked 1. Game I was thinking of was Guess Who. All right, now I can sleep. Okay, I don't have to worry about staying up to about 4:30. Trying to remember. I only played it for about 5 years with the kids. But back to more important things. 0-2 to Granderson. With 1 out here in the 9th. Just joining us, 3 runs in the 2nd inning off of Felix Hernandez put the Tigers in charge. They batted around 3 runs on 3 hits. Stayed that way till a 5-run bottom of the 5th. Mariners laid down a couple of bunts. Moved people up, brought them in, and got another run in the 8th inning. An RBI double by Beltre. Beltre a 2-hit night. I think Brandon Morrow is a little loose and amped up. 1-2 to Granderson. Struck him out, 2 down.
He is really throwing hard tonight. You saw the numbers, triple digits a couple times. The last fastball, 99 miles an hour.
Got him, use him. Placido Polanco. Last hope here for the Detroit Tigers on this Friday night. Strike 1. One of the best phrases in the American language. Strike 1, especially when it's your guy.
The Mariner bullpen has been doing that for the first couple of weeks of the season. Really been impressive.
Here's the 0-1 to Polanco, a very good hitter. Popped up, Ichiro going to give it a shot. He will just run out of room. Morrow is in charge, 0-2. One strike away. 10 strikes thrown by Brandon Morrow. 3-run Mariner lead. Top 9. Here's the 0-2 to Polanco. Popped up. Cedeno has the play. Game over. Mariners rally to win 6-3. What a terrific win by the Mariners. They get it done in the first of 3 in 2 hours and 26 minutes against the Detroit Tigers. The Mariners